Hello, everybody. Here's my pick for our library today. I'm going to read a different version of The Little Red Hen. And while we're reading it, I want you to think of the characters in the story. Who or what is the story about? Now, I'm looking right here. Looks like they're all animals. And this is an animal fantasy where animals take on human characteristics. They may talk, they wear clothes, and they may work. They do things that humans do, that people do. So we know it's fiction, it's make-believe. So I'm going to read The Little Red Hen, pictures by Lucinda McQueen. Once upon a time, there was a little red hen who shared her tiny cottage with a goose, a cat, and a dog. The goose was a gossip. She chatted with the neighbors all day long. The cat was very vain. She brushed her fur, straightened her whiskers, and polished her claws all day long. The dog was always sleepy. He napped on the front porch swing all day long. The little red hen ended up doing all of the work around the house. She cooked, she cleaned, she washed the clothes, and took out the trash. She mowed the lawn and raked the leaves. She even did all of the shopping. She's very busy. One morning on her way to market, the little red hen found a few grains of wheat. She put them in the pocket of her apron. When she got home, she asked her friends, "Who will plant these grains of wheat?" "Not I," said the goose. "Not I," said the cat. "Not I," said the dog. "Then I will plant them myself," said the little red hen. And she did. There she is, planting the grains of wheat. Grains is another word for seed. When the grains of wheat began to sprout, the little red hen cried, "Look, the wheat I planted is coming up. Who will help me take care of it this summer?" "Not I," said the goose. "Not I," said the cat. "Not I," said the dog. These friends are very lazy. "Then I will take care of it myself," said the little red hen, and she did. All summer long, she cared for the growing wheat. She made sure that it got enough water, and she hoed the weeds out carefully between each row. By the end of the summer, the wheat had grown tall, and when it turned from green to gold, she asked her friends, "Who will help me cut and thresh this wheat?" "Not I," said the goose. "Not I," said the cat. "Not I," said the dog. They're not helping. "Then I will cut and thresh it myself," said the little red hen, and she did. So she had to cut down the wheat, and then threshing is like hitting it on the ground so all the seeds come off, because you don't want the tall part, you just want the seeds. When all of the wheat had been cut and threshed, the little red hen scooped the wheat into a wheelbarrow and said, "This wheat must be ground into flour. Who will help me take it to the mill?" "Not I," said the goose. "Not I," said the cat. "Not I," said the dog. "Then I will take it myself," said the little red hen, and she did. The miller ground the wheat into flour and put it into a bag for the little red hen. Then all by herself, she pushed the bag home in the wheelbarrow. Oops, there she is. Looks like it was a long way to go by yourself. One cool fall morning, not many days later, the little red hen got up early and said, "Today would be a perfect day to bake some bread. Who will help me bake a loaf of bread with the flour I brought home from the mill?" "Not I," said the goose. "Not I," said the cat. "Not I," said the dog. "Then I will bake the bread myself," said the little red hen, and she did. She mixed the flour with the milk and eggs and butter and salt. She kneaded the dough and shaped it into a nice plump loaf. Then she put the loaf in the oven and watched it as it baked. Can you smell the bread baking? The smell of the baking bread soon filled the air. It smelled so delicious that the goose stopped chatting. The cat stopped brushing, and the dog stopped napping. One by one, they came into the kitchen. When the little red hen took the freshly baked loaf of bread out of the oven, she said, "Who will help me eat this bread?" "Oh, I will," said the goose. "And I will," said the cat. "And I will," said the dog. "You will?" said the little red hen. "Who planted the wheat and took care of it?" "I did." "Who cut the wheat?" "I did." "Who threshed it and took it to the mill?" "I did." "Who brought the flour home and baked this loaf of bread?" "I did. I did it all by myself. Now I am going to eat this bread all by myself." And that is exactly what she did. Oh my goodness. Now we read another story like this, and some of you said you would share the bread, and some of you said you wouldn't. I want you to think about, would you share the bread? She did all the work. They didn't help her at all, and she asked, and they just wouldn't help her. So there could be a lesson in this story. And if you want some freshly baked bread, you need to do some work. If you want your friends to share something with you that took them a long time to make, then maybe you should help them. Because who thinks if they helped the little red hen that she would have shared the bread? I think she might have shared the bread. Okay, so now what I want you to do is I want you to draw a picture of all the characters and label them. So here's the word characters. Here's the hen, the cat, the dog, and the goose. And label just means you write their name right underneath their picture. Then I wrote a sentence, and I would love it if you could write a sentence too. I wrote, "I will not share my bread because no one helped me do all the work." That's what I think. Here's my name. That's how you know it's my work. And here's the date, 11/4/20, November 4th, 2020. You might want to write, "I would share the bread because they're my friends." You can write that too. Whatever your opinion is, whatever you think. And make sure you bring the work to class tomorrow so you can share it with everybody and tell me what you think. Thanks so much for listening, everybody. I'll see you in class.